Human societies have been fascinated by the movements of the sun, moon, and stars for thousands of years. Some archaeologists have found evidence for ancient astronomy dating as far back as the last ice age. The enormous monoliths at Stonehenge, a 4,000-year-old monument in England, were aligned to mark the sunrise and sunset at the summer solstice. Inspired by earlier civilizations, the ancient Greeks and Romans grouped stars into constellations representing animals and mythical beings. We still use many of those constellation names today. In 2017 and 2024, thousands of people in North America traveled to locations that were favorable for experiencing the wonder of a total solar eclipse. The indigenous peoples of North America were also careful observers of the skies. 900 years ago, the peoples who lived at the ancient city of Cahokia, located across the Mississippi River from modern St. Louis in what is today southwestern Illinois, built hundreds of earthen mounds and thousands of pole and thatch buildings aligned to the movements of the sun, moon, and Milky Way. The Cahokians built a series of large, circular arrangements of wooden posts to track time based on the movements of the sun and the moon. These wood henges were used to accurately mark equinox and solstice events that may have guided agricultural activities and the ceremonies that would have accompanied them. Cahokians also celebrated rare celestial events. Perhaps the best example of this comes from the Emerald Acropolis, a site located about 15 miles east of the city of Cahokia itself. Emerald was constructed on a ridge that naturally aligned to a point on the horizon corresponding to what is called a Lunar Maximum Moonrise, which is the northernmost place that the moon rises. The moon rises at this northern maximum only once every 18.6 years. Archaeological investigations at Emerald by the University of Illinois and Indiana University have revealed that its 12 mounds and dozens of pole and thatch buildings were aligned to this lunar event. Most of the structures were not regular domestic houses, however. There was little household debris, and few of the large pits that Cahokians typically used to store food for long periods of time. Instead, Emerald had numerous temporary houses, small shrine buildings to store ritual objects, circular sweat lodges for purification, and other special use buildings. Archaeologists have also found traces of an ancient roadway that people used during trips to Emerald, as well as pottery vessels that were brought to the area from outside the Cahokia region. These things suggest Emerald was not a permanently occupied village, but a shrine that was periodically visited by thousands of people to witness lunar events. Visitors to Emerald included people from nearby Cahokia, as well as people from much farther away. Maybe these journeys commemorated a past event or individual, marked important moments in the agricultural cycle, celebrated certain deities, were a form of community celebration, or perhaps a combination of these. Similar activities and celebrations have been passed down through generations, and members of descendant tribal nations participate in them today. We do not understand everything that ancient Cahokians thought about these lunar events, and why they built the Emerald Acropolis. We do know, however, that the Cahokians' study of the sun, moon, and stars is a fascination that is shared with the human societies of today, as well as those of the distant past.